Hi fellow makeup fiends, today I'm going to do day 3 of Vlogmas. I've had quite a busy day and more so a busy night. We've actually put the decorations up and everything tonight, which took quite some doing. Got to get things down from the loft, take it all downstairs, put it all together. Oh, it's huge, and I still haven't put everything up in the dining room, so I will finish that off tomorrow, get everything ready, and then I'll do tomorrow's vlog. Will be a proper vlog, so I'll do a little bit of like what I'm doing, and I'll show you the tree and share a bit of my day with you, because I know Vlogmas is meant to be vlogging every day and I'm really sorry that I haven't been able to do that. I did want to talk about some of my favourite Christmas memories from when I was a child, and I thought I would do that today on my Vlogmas video. So they're not all related to Christmas Day anyway, but they are related to around Christmas time. So when I was little, I used to live in a house that was opposite a school, and the school was quite set back and it was like a hill, and you used to like go up this path towards the school, and I used to play there. I used to go up and down there on my scooter. It was exactly opposite the house. My mum could see me and see that I was there and that I was safe. So that was good. I enjoyed playing there. There was a lot of grass to run around on and it was great. But in the winter, I remember this one year when there was a lot of snow, and there hadn't previously been a lot of snow, and I remember being probably around 5, and my dad decided he was going to make me some skis. So he got some timber, tongue and groove timber, which is what you kind of put together for ceilings and things. It's kind of what like the side of boats are made out of, that kind of slot together the pieces. So he got 2 pieces of that of the same length, and he got my wellies and he sellotaped this wood to my wellies and it was about that much over at the front and back, and then walked me across the road, and we went and I was skiing on that hill. Now obviously I couldn't properly ski with it as it was, but my dad was kind of holding me and pulling me down, and that always sticks out as a huge sort of Christmas memory to me. I still think about it now. And at the end of that day, I didn't actually want to take the wellies off with the skis on. I had them on in the house. I was totally obsessed with them. My mum was like tearing her hair out. She was like, "What have you done? We're never going to get these skis off her." And I actually went to bed that night with the wellies on, and they took them off during the night, but I went to bed with these wellies on. I had to lie down at the bottom of the bed so that the skis would like fall over the side of the bed. Yeah, so I remember that. I don't remember wanting to go to bed in them, but I do remember putting them on and being really excited and going outside in the snow in them. So that is one of my Christmas memories. Another Christmas memory, and these might jump around a little bit, another Christmas memory for me is when my nana was alive. I want to say I was probably around 14 or 15. Now, my nana was my dad's mum, my nana Peggy. She was actually agoraphobic, so she didn't leave the house. It was a struggle to get her out to go to chiropodists or any kind of doctor's appointments. You can count on one hand how many times in a year she would actually leave the house. It would have to be like something, you know, really urgent so that she would leave. But the one day that she definitely came out was Christmas Day, and we used to go and used to have to get the car right outside the door. She would come out, get straight in the car, we'd take her home again. She'd have to be right outside our door, and she would come in, and she would come down for Christmas dinner, which was lovely, but my dad had a no smoking policy, so she wasn't allowed to smoke in the house, so she had to go and stand in the yard, which was always quite funny, because she used to like pretend that it was like a big deal and stuff like that. She just used to have a, you know, a bit of a tease at my dad about it. But the funniest thing that happened is my nana was around 5 foot. She was a little bit short, and this one Christmas she came in from the kitchen, and there was a step going down from the kitchen into the dining room, and she totally forgot about this step. So we're all there and we're kind of dressing the table and stuff like that, and she came walking through, chattering away, totally not concentrating on anything, and she just fell. So she missed the step, and she kind of came down and she did a forward roll on the floor, and then just landed in a sitting position and just kind of sat there for a few seconds, like quite dazed about what had happened. Well, everybody started laughing. She was telling everybody to shut up. My dad was just no good. He had to go like literally to the bathroom because he was laughing so much. But we were all laughing, and she could see the funny side of it, but she kept on going, "Get me up, come on, just get me up." was very funny. So I always remember that. And a couple of other things. Elaine was saying that she was going to wrap her Nana's Christmas presents for other people, and that kind of made me think of my other Nana, my Nana Molly. I used to go and wrap her Christmas presents every Christmas, and I do still miss that. And the other thing that kind of stands out for me is Turkish Delight. So around Christmas you always see the boxes of Turkish Delight in the shops. Now I always used to buy my Nana Peggy Turkish Delight. I bought it every single year. It was her favourite thing. She absolutely loved Turkish Delight, and she would look forward to that every year. So every time I see boxes of Turkish Delight, it kind of tugs on my heartstrings a little bit, because it really reminds me of her. But that's a happy memory. Another thing that kind of I think about at Christmas as well is one year my Nana Molly, I was totally into Nancy Drew and the Famous Five, and I was really just very, you know, so into them and so obsessed. I've read all the books and I just was going to be a detective, and I was this major detective. I think I was about 8, and I went for Christmas there and got my present, and it was like a raincoat with a hat that matched, like a Mac, and a magnifying glass. Well, I was like a proper sleuth with this Mac on, my notebook and my magnifying glass, going out and solving the mysteries, all in the back street and on the field, all those mysteries to be solved, and that always really stands out to me. Yeah. That was the same year she got me roller skates, so it was really quite bizarre, really. Yeah, here are some roller skates and here is your sleuthing outfit. But my Nana always used to just get me like things that were just so totally me. Yeah, so that, I think about that a lot. Another thing is The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and there's a scene in there where I think it's Eric, I can't remember the name exactly, but he's sitting on the sleigh with the queen, the evil queen, and she is feeding him what she says is Turkish Delight to make him just do what she wants him to do, basically. And that she just wants to have control. Now when he's sitting eating this big bowl of Turkish Delight and she fills it up again for him, and he's really greedy, so he's sitting stuffing his face with it. But the Turkish Delight that she feeds him actually looks like raspberry ruffles, so it looks like chocolate covered and then it's red inside. So I always associate raspberry ruffles with Christmas now, and with The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. So that always makes me think about Christmas. I'm trying to think of other things. I think that a lot of things that I can think of are very much related to Christmases since Toni was born. I've always loved Christmas. Christmas has always been a huge thing in my family. We get very excited. The decorations go up on the 1st of December. All the Christmas cups and Christmas plates and everything comes out, and it's a very exciting time. You know, for all of us, and we absolutely love it. And it's just very exciting, the whole build-up. And so when Toni came along, of course, I mean, it was always exciting, and then Toni came and then it just became that bit more exciting. Because when you got a little one, the first Christmas when they're just tiny is not quite so exciting, but it's still special because it's their first Christmas. But when they get a little bit older, the look on their face when they come downstairs is just amazing. And I remember one year I got a thing, it came actually bizarrely with this powder that you put on your carpet, like a shake and vac, where it gives your carpet a nice scent. And it was a set that came with this carpet stuff. Now I had a dog at the time, Lucy, gorgeous beautiful Lucy, and it came with this stencil for footprints, and the idea was you took them from the fireplace to the presents and then back again if you wanted. It didn't really matter because children don't really ask questions, but you put the carpet cleaner over the stencil and it looked like footprints. Now I really remember that year because I think she was around 4 and she was so excited. It was like, there's this big mound of presents. She was, oh, look, it's Santa's footprints. She was like so excited following them and like, oh, look, Santa came this way. And it was really exciting, and it was just lovely to see that pure sort of joy and excitement. Yeah, so I've had a lot of special Christmases, very much so, since Toni, and it was very exciting for us, our first Christmas, that Alec had moved in here, because he hadn't really had that huge big Christmassy type of experience. I mean, we get really excited, we totally decorate the house, it's a very huge thing, So yeah, it's like it's been really nice that he's become a big part of that, and it's just a very happy occasion. But a big part of Christmas for me, it's not actually Christmas Day, it's actually Christmas Eve. I think that that is the most exciting day of the year for me. Christmas is a lovely day, but it's not exciting. Christmas Eve is exciting because you wake up filled with this excitement of what's going to happen the next day. And we always make a big thing of it in that Christmas Eve, we always get up, have a little bit of a relaxed morning, then we get on the bus and go to Sunderland, and we always go and see a film together, me and Toni. And then what we really love to do is walk through Sunderland to get to the pictures, and just the excitement of all the people bustling around doing last minute Christmas shopping. And we've already got our shopping in and we're just kind of chilling out and going to the pictures, and we really like that. And then somebody picks me up. Sometimes it's Alec, depending on work situation. It will be him this year, so I'm very excited about that. Get proper Christmas together this year because of his job. Or my mum and dad would have picked me up on some occasions, and then we would go back to my mum and dad's. We'd have a sandwich there and we'd decorate the table and get everything looking really beautiful on the table, because I make my own place settings for names. So we do that, and then we head home, and Toni gets one present on Christmas Eve, which for the past couple of years has been a Build-A-Bear, because she collects those. So we always do like Build-A-Bear present on a Christmas Eve now. This year will be no different. So we do that. And then we will turn the lights off, just have the Christmas tree on, and we'll get a drink and something nice to eat, and we sit down and we watch a Christmas film. Now for the past couple of years it has been the Polar Express, except last year we watched the Christmas Carol, which was the animated one with Jim Carrey in, and we loved that. We went to their pictures the Christmas Eve before to actually see that, and we saw that at the pictures and it was really good. We really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's a tradition that we love, and we're doing that this year as well. We don't know what we're going to go and see this year. I don't think there's anything particularly Christmassy out, but there are a handful of films that we'd probably like to see. We think we might consider going to see Bond, Skyfall, because we've actually been to see it and we loved it so much. It's an amazing film, so we might actually go and see that again. But we're not really too bothered about what we see. It's just exciting to go and see a film, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that's just a few sort of Christmas memories from me. Other things that I can kind of think of is, I guess, when I was little, when I was around 10, I was into Gem dolls. I don't know if anybody's heard of them, Gem and the Holograms. And I had these 3 dolls and I was paying them off at the Co-op, which used to be down over the lines, isn't there anymore, but it was a good old-fashioned Co-op. It was a beautiful building, and I put these 3 dolls away and I paid one off, and my mum said, oh, just leave the other 2, don't pay anything off those, just leave them until after Christmas. You know, save your money, get your Christmas presents. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. And then she went and paid them off for me, so they were there on Christmas morning. But the year before that, there was I got up and there was all of these boxes going along the settee, and it was Rio, and it was all of the Misfits, so it was like 4 boxes, and I was so excited because I was collecting the Gem dolls, but I only had Gem and the Holograms at that point, and I was so excited because I knew from the shape of the boxes what they were, and it was just like really exciting. So that kind of stands out for me. Yeah, so that's lots of Christmas memories, and I could go on and on, to be honest, but I've just enjoyed sharing those, and I've been thinking a lot about those kinds of memories, and particularly over the past couple of days, and you know, just thinking about people who are no longer with us. Just because I did the spiritual sort of video, I guess, kind of got me to thinking. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will be showing you the Christmas decorations tomorrow. And yes, thank you very much for watching, subscribing, supporting and commenting. I love your support and it means so much to me. So I'm going to love you all and leave you and say goodbye. Bye.